I live-streamed my wedding. Then, my ex showed up on camera. It was a crisp autumn morning when Elliot stepped off a Greyhound bus in Los Angeles. His phone battery hovered at 11%, a cheap Android clutched in his calloused hand. Slung over his shoulder was a faded backpack stuffed with jeans, a second-hand laptop, and a startup guide he'd ordered off Amazon. He texted his mom on Zalo, letting her know he'd made it. With no money and no degree, Elliot hustled for gigs, washing cars, delivering food via Uber Eats, picking up Craigslist side jobs. One day, while dropping off a latte at Logan Auto Tech, he crossed paths with Mr. Logan, a white-haired garage mogul in his 60s. When Elliot noticed a faulty receipt system, he fixed the app bug on the spot and mentioned how he'd once changed brake fluid using a DIY YouTube tutorial. Logan raised an eyebrow. "You want a job? Hourly rate. I'll train you." Elliot nodded, eyes lit with quiet ambition. By day, Elliot learned car diagnostics. By night, he devoured Udemy courses on automation and logistics. He uploaded TikToks of his grind, captioned, "One day, I won't be the underdog." 3 months in, Logan trusted him enough to manage a small Garden Grove branch. Elliot built workflow templates in Notion, crafted sleek training videos with Canva, and kept the crew running smooth. He became a self-taught manager sensation on TikTok. That's when Lana first met him, striding into the garage in German-style heels, her hair perfectly curled. She looked him up and down. Dad left this branch in the hands of someone who didn't even finish college? But Elliot just smiled. Later that afternoon, he hosted a Facebook Workplace voice call, explaining a new refund system via Stripe and a workaround for app crashes. Lana watched in silence from the break room. That night, she opened TikTok. A familiar face popped up, Elliot repairing an old Civic with bare hands. The caption read, "Even broken things deserve to run again." From that moment, Lana found herself stalking his profile, reacting to old clips, and lingering just a bit longer in every message thread. Each chat, each like, became another heartbeat she didn't know she was waiting for. Lana Logan, 22, was the typical image of a wealthy California young woman. Golden blonde hair, perfectly curled like a shampoo commercial, flawless fair skin, and sharp eyes that seemed to read other people's thoughts. She lived in a luxurious Beverly Hills mansion with designer bags displayed on shelves and a wardrobe full of high-end brands any girl would envy. Lana wasn't just beautiful. She was smart, studying business management at a prestigious university in Los Angeles. The first time she stepped into the garage branch her father, Mr. Logan, had just handed over to Elliot, Lana couldn't hide her disdain. Wearing German-style high heels and walking with the confidence of a runway model, she looked Elliot up and down, from his simple clothes and unkempt hair to his tired expression. Everything was the opposite of the lavish world she knew. Dad really left this branch in the hands of someone who never even finished college? Lana said, her tone dripping with sarcasm, making sure everyone around could hear. It wasn't just doubt, it was a warning to everyone working under Elliot. Elliot simply smiled softly, eyes steady and calm, not angry or offended. There was something strangely captivating about him, a humble yet ambitious spark Lana hadn't seen before in the privileged circles she moved in. Day by day, Lana kept watching Elliot from a distance.
She didn't want to admit it, but slowly, the image of this self-taught, hard-working young man who never stopped improving himself made her rethink her assumptions. Especially when she saw Elliot embracing new tech, making TikTok videos, using platforms like Notion and Canva to streamline work processes. One afternoon, while Lana was taking a break in the lounge, she overheard a Facebook workplace voice call Elliot was leading. His confident voice explained how to use Stripe for refunds and handle app glitches. Lana paused, listening carefully through the glass door. She couldn't deny Elliot really owned his role. That night, Lana went to her room, pulled out her phone, and searched for Elliot on TikTok. A series of videos popped up, him fixing old cars, sharing tips, even recording his journey through online courses. The caption on one video read, "Even broken things deserve to run again," and it unexpectedly touched Lana. She started following his videos, liking and commenting on posts. A strange feeling began to grow inside her, a mix of curiosity and admiration she had never felt before. They started chatting on Facebook Workplace, beginning with quick work-related questions, but gradually becoming more personal. Their messages shifted to stories about life struggles, dreams, and ambitions. Lana learned a lot from Elliot: perseverance, the spirit of never giving up despite hardships. And Elliot, in turn, realized behind Lana's cold exterior was a young woman with an open heart, searching for meaning beyond wealth. Their relationship didn't grow smoothly. Lana often wondered if she should set aside her prejudices and open her heart to this special friend. She knew the suspicious looks and gossip around would make it hard for a girl from a powerful family to get close to someone from a lower class. But slowly, with each message, every meeting, Lana realized sometimes the most valuable thing in life isn't money or status. It's understanding and companionship.
Chase was the image of wealth. 26 years old, tall, with perfectly styled dark brown hair, always dressed in expensive suits. His family owned a massive tech corporation in Silicon Valley, and he never let anyone disrupt his perfect life. Especially not when Lana, his longtime girlfriend, started paying attention to Elliot. It all began when Chase stumbled across some of Elliot's TikTok videos. The poor but determined guy managing the garage branch owned by Lana's father. Something about Elliot's work ethic and quiet grit rubbed Chase the wrong way. But instead of confronting him head-on, Chase chose to play dirty, using tech to sabotage his rival. Chase created a fake Tinder account, posing as a beautiful woman, and messaged Elliot to lure him to a deserted spot in the city. Elliot, unsuspecting, agreed to meet. The location was an abandoned parking lot on the outskirts, late at night. When Elliot arrived, Chase and a few of his buddies jumped him. The fight was fast and brutal. A punch landed hard on Elliot's right arm, breaking it. Screams echoed through the empty lot. Finally, they left Elliot lying in pain on the cold concrete and vanished like ghosts. Despite his broken arm, Elliot called for an ambulance with his phone, trying to stay calm. While waiting, he sent a message to Lana on Facebook Workplace. "Help, I got hurt." Lana's heart sank when she saw the message. She dropped everything and rushed to the hospital. In the ER, Lana sat beside Elliot, holding his hand without leaving his side. Though from a wealthy family, she didn't hesitate to wipe his sweat and quietly share light-hearted stories to ease his pain. Chase wasn't done.
He sent threatening messages telling Lana to stay away from Elliot. "If you keep this up, it won't just be him anymore," Chase warned on Messenger with cold emojis. Lana was angry, but even more determined to protect Elliot. She knew he was not only a good man, but also a part of her she hadn't dared to admit before. They started sharing more on TikTok, posting clips of Elliot's recovery alongside strong messages of resilience and unyielding love. On Facebook Workplace, Lana and Elliot planned upgrades to the branch's security system to prevent anything like this from happening again. They studied network security, installed smart cameras, motion sensors, and remote monitoring software. But Chase spiraled out of control. He couldn't stand being outdone by someone with less education and money. One night, he called his closest cronies and ordered, "Take Elliot out of the city for a while. Teach him his place." Chase's crew began planning, preparing vehicles, communication devices, and a secret transport. They chose a remote island offshore, little known to the public. Their goal was to keep Elliot missing so Lana couldn't find him. But Lana was not one to back down. She used Elliot's Apple Watch, his birthday gift, to track his location via GPS. Using Google Earth, she scanned every corner of the island, combining location pings and up-to-date satellite images. As she pinpointed Elliot's spot, Lana live-streamed on TikTok, drawing thousands of viewers to watch her coordinate a digital rescue mission. She contacted police, filed reports, and rallied online support. After tense days, the rescue team finally reached where Elliot was held. He was brought back safely, treated for his injuries, and guarded closely. From then on, Lana and Elliot's bond grew stronger than ever. Though faced with many challenges, courage, perseverance, and technology helped them triumph. But the story wasn't over. The next chapter promised even greater challenges ahead.
The night had fallen over Los Angeles, but Lana's phone screen was bright and buzzing non-stop. Notifications from Facebook Workplace, TikTok comments, and urgent texts kept piling up. She sat in her small apartment, scrolling through messages, her fingers flying over the screen with practiced ease. Earlier that day, Elliot had disappeared. It started with a strange message on Facebook Messenger from Elliot's number, but the texts were out of character, cold, clipped, even confusing. Lana's heart sank when she realized something was wrong. A quick call to Elliot went unanswered. Then, frantic posts on TikTok from Elliot's account showed vague, shadowy footage, a blurry shot of waves crashing against rocks, a muffled cry, and a location tag pointing nowhere familiar. Lana didn't waste a second. She pulled out her iPhone 15, flicked open the Messages app, and immediately pinged all their mutual contacts. Meanwhile, she switched to Facebook Workplace, opening the chat thread where Elliot had been coordinating the garage's latest workflow upgrades. She skimmed the messages, noticing a last-minute conversation about a suspicious delivery Elliot had to make to a remote spot. Her mind raced. Lana's fingers typed rapidly, reaching out to friends who worked in cybersecurity, police officers she knew through family connections, and even a private investigator she'd found on a local community board. She shared every piece of information, screenshots of Elliot's last known TikTok video, the suspicious Tinder account Chase had used, and her own live location updates.
Using the GPS on Elliot's Apple Watch, an accessory he'd reluctantly accepted as a gift from Lana, she tracked a ping moving steadily out of the city, heading toward the Pacific coast. She zoomed in on Google Earth, comparing satellite views, searching for any sign of a dock, a cove, or an island that matched the vague video clues. The clock ticked mercilessly. Lana live-streamed her efforts on TikTok, speaking calmly but with urgency. "Everyone, please share this. Elliot's been taken. We're tracking his location with Apple's Find My app and satellite imagery. If you spot anything suspicious, DM me immediately." Comments flooded in, some supportive, some doubtful, but Lana focused on the task. Suddenly, a breakthrough. A sharp-eyed follower in the chat recognized the shape of a small island just off the coast in the video background. Lana cross-referenced the coordinates and sent the location to local law enforcement, who mobilized a small rescue team. Meanwhile, Lana coordinated with her tech-savvy friends to hack into the fake Tinder account Chase had created, uncovering chat logs and plans that confirmed the kidnapping. She compiled the data and sent it anonymously to the police, strengthening the case. Back on the island, Elliot struggled against his restraints, exhaustion and fear weighing heavily. He used his wits, trying to loosen the ropes with a small shard of metal he'd hidden in his pocket. Every movement was painful, his arm still healing from the earlier attack, but his determination never wavered. Hours later, flashing lights and loud engines shattered the island's eerie silence. A boat appeared, filled with police officers and rescuers, guided by Lana's digital trail. Elliot's face lit up with relief when he saw them. The rescue was swift but tense. Lana's TikTok livestream captured every moment, the boat approaching, officers untying Elliot, and his first steps back onto solid ground. She narrated softly, "You're safe now, Elliot. We've got you." After the ordeal, Elliot was admitted to the hospital for observation and treatment, but the worst was over. Lana stayed by his side, her phone buzzing constantly with messages of support from thousands of viewers worldwide who had followed the rescue live. Their story went viral. On TikTok, videos of Lana's tech-driven rescue efforts, Elliot's resilience, and the community coming together sparked waves of inspiration. Hashtags like Rescue Mission, Tech Saves, and Love and Courage trended for days. For Lana and Elliot,
the experience deepened their bond. It wasn't just about survival, it was about trust, hope, and the power of connection in a world ruled by technology. As Elliot whispered to Lana in a quiet hospital room, "I couldn't have made it without you," she smiled, knowing this was just the beginning. After the chaos of the rescue and the harrowing days in the hospital, Elliot and Lana found themselves stepping into a new chapter together. The world around them felt charged with a fresh energy, a fragile hope that blossomed with each shared moment, each message ping, and each fleeting smile. It all began with a simple text. One late evening, while Lana was scrolling through her iPhone 15, nestled in the corner of her cozy apartment, a message notification popped up on Facebook Workplace. It was Elliot. "Hey, thought you might want to see this." Attached was a link to a TikTok video. Lana tapped it, and the screen came alive with footage of Elliot working in the garage, his hands expertly handling the engine of an old Civic. The caption read, "Even broken things deserve to run again." It wasn't just a video, it was a glimpse into his soul, his grit, his passion, his relentless drive.
Lana smiled, feeling something warm stir inside her. She quickly replied, "You're incredible, you know that." From that night onward, their digital exchanges became a comforting rhythm. They shared TikTok clips of new car fixes, memes about startup struggles, and snippets of their daily lives. Elliot sent Lana voice notes when words felt too clumsy. Lana responded with quick selfies and laughing emojis. Through Facebook workplace chats, Lana was introduced to Elliot's growing managerial side. He was now not just a mechanic, but a leader, building workflows, creating training videos, and spearheading initiatives to modernize the garage. His posts on TikTok, where he showed behind-the-scenes clips of his management style, began gaining followers, turning him into a small viral sensation. One afternoon, Lana watched silently from the break room as Elliot held a virtual meeting on his laptop, explaining a new refund system integrated with Stripe. His calm confidence was magnetic. The way his fingers flew across the keyboard, how he toggled between screens, how he patiently answered every question. It was clear he belonged in this world. And yet, beneath that confident exterior, Lana saw vulnerability. His humble background wasn't something he flaunted, but it was a part of him that made his accomplishments all the more inspiring. Their connection deepened, both online and offline. One weekend, Lana invited Elliot to a beachside party hosted by her college friends. The California sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a golden glow over the sandy shore. As the waves gently lapped nearby, Lana watched Elliot interact with her friends, his easy smile and genuine kindness breaking down any lingering social barriers. Later that evening, as the group gathered around a bonfire, Elliot pulled Lana aside. The sky above was a tapestry of stars, the ocean breeze carrying salty whispers. In his hand, he held a small velvet box. "I know we've only just begun, but I want you to know I'm in this for the long haul," he said, voice steady despite the butterflies swirling in his stomach. Lana's eyes glistened with tears as he opened the box to reveal a simple silver ring. She nodded, unable to speak, overwhelmed by the sincerity of the moment. Back at home that night, Lana posted a TikTok video capturing a silhouette of the couple against the fading sunset, with the caption, "When love finds you in the most unexpected places." The video quickly went viral, resonating with thousands who saw in their story a tale of resilience, hope, and unexpected romance. Their phones buzzed constantly, congratulatory messages from friends, comments from followers inspired by their journey, and new TikTok duet requests flooding in. Elliot's follower count skyrocketed. Lana's support in the background was unwavering. But it wasn't just about social media fame. It was about two people from different worlds who had found a way to build something real amid the noise of likes and filters. Their private conversations often meandered from lighthearted banter to deep discussions about their dreams and fears. Lana confided her worries about the pressure of her family's expectations. Elliot shared his ambitions to one day start his own auto tech company. One rainy afternoon, as Lana sat by the window, her phone pinged with a message from Elliot on WhatsApp. "Check your Facebook, I just posted something." Curious, Lana opened her laptop to see a new post on Elliot's Facebook timeline. A heartfelt note thanking everyone who believed in him, especially Lana, who had become his anchor through it all. The post included a photo of the two of them laughing, candid and unfiltered, the kind of image that told a story beyond words.
Lana's heart swelled. She quickly reacted with a heart emoji and sent him a message, "You make me so proud." As weeks turned into months, their relationship became a beacon of hope in their social circles. They collaborated on TikTok content that balanced humor, education, and inspiration, showing the grind behind the glamour, the sweat behind the smile. One popular video showed Elliot teaching Lana how to change brake pads, their playful teasing and genuine laughter lighting up the screen. Another featured Lana explaining the importance of mental health support for young professionals, with Elliot chiming in on the challenges of self-education and perseverance. Behind the scenes, they were constantly learning from each other, growing stronger together. Elliot's proposal had sealed their commitment, but it also marked a new beginning, a future filled with both uncertainty and promise. And as they looked ahead, their digital footprints told a story of a love that wasn't just about romance, but about partnership, trust, and shared dreams. The golden Malibu sunset spilled across the beach as Elliot and Lana said their vows. Over 300 guests checked in with QR codes at the entrance, each getting a personalized Polaroid photo stamped with the hashtag Lana Elliot Forever. Lana walked down a flower-lined aisle to soft acoustic music playing from hidden JBL speakers. She wore an off-shoulder wedding gown that shimmered in the light, holding a lavender bouquet. Elliot stood under the floral arch, looking both proud and nervous. A small GoPro on his shoulder streamed the moment live to Facebook and TikTok, where thousands were already watching. As they exchanged vows and kissed, the TikTok livestream lit up with comments. Better than any Netflix drama. From fixing cars to dream wedding. I'm actually crying. Oh. The crowd cheered. Drones flew overhead, capturing every magical second, while the livestream view count passed 75.3K. After the ceremony, the outdoor beach party began. Fairy lights strung between palm trees, champagne flowing. Lana and Elliot cut the wedding cake under the stars. A live band played an acoustic version of Perfect by Ed Sheeran. Guests snapped selfies, tagging @Elliot the Underdog on IG stories. Elliot pulled out his iPhone and posted on Facebook. From a greasy garage to marrying the woman of my dreams. Thank you for believing in me. #grateful. Right after he hit post, a messenger notification popped up. Congrats, but did you forget that fast, Elliot? From Maddie_Harlan 1998. Profile photo. A girl in a denim dress with red-brown hair and piercing blue eyes. His heart skipped a beat. Maddie. The girl from Kentucky. The first person who ever believed in him, back when he had nothing but dirty jeans and big dreams. He hadn't even processed the message when she arrived. Stepping out of an old Jeep Wrangler, Maddie looked out of place, but in the most powerful way. Worn leather boots, wind-blown hair, no makeup, but eyes full of fire. She didn't belong to this filtered Malibu perfect world. She belonged to his. Lana was laughing with her friends when she noticed the shift in energy. She turned and saw Maddie. Elliot walked toward her, half in shock. You came? Maddie gave a half smile. Didn't plan to, but I figured I deserved to see you say goodbye to me before you promised forever to someone else.
The music didn't stop, but the vibe shifted. Some guests already had their phones out. TikTok caught fire. "Wait, who is that?" eyes comment. "Real-life rom-com twist at this wedding? Question mark. That look says everything." Heartbreak. Lana walked over, calm but sharp. "And you are?" Maddie didn't flinch. The girl he once promised to come back for, after he made it. Elliot jumped in. "Maddie, a lot has changed." Maddie looked him dead in the eyes. "Then say it out loud. Do you choose Malibu or Kentucky?" Silence. Even the ocean waves seemed to pause. Lana, without saying a word, opened Instagram, tapped Add to Story, and typed, "When your past shows up in boots, let's see what choice he makes. Hashtag to be continued." Guests whispered. Phones recorded. TikTok blew up. Comments poured in. "Don't mess this up, Elliot." "Team Maddie or Team Lana?" "Okay, but Maddie deserves her own series." Elliot stood between two worlds. Lana, the woman who helped him go viral, who turned dreams into business deals, who believed in his hustle. And Maddie, the girl who saw his light before he even believed in himself. Star, now it's your turn. What would you do in Elliot's shoes? Would you choose your past or your present? Drop a comment below and tell me which path Elliot should take. Want a part 2 of the series? Hit that subscribe button and comment, "I want more." If we get enough requests, we'll launch Maddie's story, The Girl Who Waited.